immediately it has to post to the general ledger. Or when they are making the payments, they can also, there is an option called post also. They can also post to the general ledger. But this is the program. This program they will submit to post it to the general ledger. So just let me brief about this complete B2B cycle. First, we have to go to the purchasing business operations responsibility. They will create the requisition, and once the requisition is approved, we have to go to the requisition summary. That is the first step. Then we have to go to the purchase order auto create. So we have to create an auto create. We have to use this auto create to create the purchase order based on the requisition. Sometimes we have to create a purchase order directly, then we can use this. Then after that, we have to go to receiving, and in the receiving, we have to create the receipts. If any problem with the date, we have to check the date the calendar is opened or not in the general ledger and inventory and this. After the receipt is created, we have to go to the payments responsibility to make the payment. The payables responsibility, just will go there and we'll create the invoice. Then we have to create the payments. If you want to see the transaction quantity available in a particular organization, we have to go to the inventory responsibility. Inventory business operations. There, on-hand quantity is there. Here we can see that. Just will double click here. Okay, we can select the organization, click OK. And if you want to find specific receipt, you can click here. This receipt also you can see. And you can enter the receipt. As soon as the receipt is created, you can choose that receipt also. Suppose 8469, click OK and click on find. You can see the received quantity using this receipt. And okay, it is open, then click on available. Okay, 52 quantity is available. Total quantity is this, available to reserve and available to transact. So available to transact, you can say it is a available quantity. Reserve is something is committed to the supplier or customer, then that will be displayed here. So available to reserve, we can reserve it or we can transact it. That you can see from the on-hand quantity. As soon as we receive the item, right, using that purchase receipt, we have to come to on-hand to check whether it is received or not. If you want to specific the receipt you want to verify, just you can click on this receipt. If you want all, simply you can click on find, otherwise you click on receipt and you can enter that receipt number. Okay, as soon as that receipt number is generated, just you can come down, or you can see the receipt number here, or you can enter the receipt number. Okay, 8464 example, find. Okay, maybe there is some problem with that. So you can check different receipts, or you can create a separate receipt and you can look into that. So it is 56. So there is an item, new item is created, that is Venu underscore bike, and the quantity is received, and this is the available quantity. Okay, tomorrow I will start Oracle reports, how to build reports in Oracle Builder and how to register them in Oracle applications. So that will take again another 3 to 4 sessions.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So meanwhile,
sir,
Karthik, go ahead.
Sir, is there any query to check the same column name from two tables in a direct query? So if we know some two tables, if we want to check whether which column is common from these two tables, so if we know that one, we could immediately, easily, it is better to write the queries faster instead of searching manually. Is there any query like that?
like always what you can do is, in any form, you check the last query. There you will see the link between the tables. For example, if you are opening purchase form, right? Purchase, okay? Purchasing is an operations.
Okay.
And purchase order. Just I am checking 6052 is our purchase. Order number, example.
Yeah. The same invoice number, invoice INV 0001.
Right. So for example, lines, right? What is the relation between these two? Okay. So you can go to help and diagnostics, examine. Here you can click on this system. You should take system. And last query you take. Last query you can take. You can see this query. You can take this query. The where condition you can see here. And this somewhere you can see the where condition. Or you open this query, the view is there, right? Help record string. If you open this view, in the view also you can see this. If you go to the view, okay, here just take the view, press F4. Okay, F4, then go to script. In the script, you can see the layer condition. But this takes a lot of time. That is the reason I provided all the links.
Yeah, okay, but if we in the future, if we have to search a lot of tables, there are new tables, so that's why I'm asking. We can blindly, okay, these are the two columns. We can easily find it out.
Generally, Oracle is following like header and line, header ID, something like that. Here, right? Here you can see this.
Okay.
So we have to check this where condition, so that you will come to know like the relation between the tables. See, these are the tables. Okay, example, these are the tables, and
yes,
the relation how they use
between. Okay, these two for about tables.
Yeah. Directly we come here and we'll find the relation.
Okay, this is
like yeah, like in any database design, they make sure they have the numerical ID is the common between two tables. So maximum number of times you see IDs are the most of the columns which will be common between two tables. So they will never use values. They will never join two tables based on some values. So in that way we can search.
That is, that is if you don't any like lookup tables, right? That is IDs IDs will give you that, like as Hamza is doing like IDs you can take and just you can record that. When you come to the hands like type that we have to, for example. FAB lookup types, here lookup type is there, right? In this there is no ID. So this lookup values we have to join. When you are joining lookup values, so it will be the lookup type. The relation between these two is the lookup type.
Yeah, like right.
So sometimes we have to just go to forms, check the main block table and child block table, go to the tables and see what is the common value. And then we have to check sometimes. Or most of the time, 90% of the time it's followed by the ID, ends with ID. But lookups, it is type only, lookup type. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So to get everything, this is the best option. You just open the view and see the script, you will see the where condition and join between the tables.
Okay, we'll have entire data.
Yes, complete data. Now where graphically and what is the relation between the tables?
Okay, sir. Clear.
Okay. And anything is there for today's class? In today's topic, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll send the document and the queries what we have to develop and tables and the navigation screenshots.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay. Hamza, any questions from your side?
No, sir. Yeah, good. Clear.
Okay, thanks. Fatih.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Hi Satish, how are you?
Hi, Gopal. Good.
Satish, just give me 2 minutes. Let me take
Yeah,
some.
okay.
Hello, sir. Hello. Yeah, hi, Mother. Good morning. How are you?
Not good, but cold cough.
Hello, sir. Hi, Rajshekar. How are you?
Fine, sir.
So, Rajashekar, you are good with inboard interface yesterday?
Yes, sir. It's okay for me, sir. I did not practice, I gone through the documents, sir. Today I practice all the things, sir.
Yeah, please. If you do practice, right, a lot of doubts will come. So that with that also you can learn many things.
Yes, sir. Yesterday I was a bit busy, sir, regarding passport issues, sir. Today I will do all those things, sir.
Okay. Yeah, Satish, actually yesterday we completed that inboard interface for items.
Yeah.
Okay. So I shared the document. If you can go through that sometimes whenever you get some time, and if you have anything to discuss, we can have a session on that again.
Okay, sure, doctor.
Murali, you have anything about that inboard interface which we discussed yesterday?
Yeah, still I have to go through. I need to.
Okay, Murali. Yeah. Okay, so the agenda for today's class is outbound interface. Outbound interface. So when we develop this outbound interfaces, sometimes you have to provide some data from Oracle applications and give it to the client. So that means if the client is using some different tools or any other applications apart from this Oracle applications, and they wanted to load that data in their system, in other system. Okay. So for example, they are using SAP and Oracle applications. They want some data from Oracle applications and they wanted to load in SAP system. Okay. or they are using some other application like JDA bots, okay, or some third-party tools they are using. Okay, so when client wants some data, it could be anything, like it could be users information, or it could be access data, or it could be supply data, it could be purchase data, it could be invoice data, whatever. But they want something from the Oracle applications. Okay, and they wanted to like they want the data in Excel format. Okay, or XML format, any format. So that data we have to provide. So here we are not loading in Oracle applications. So we are extracting from Oracle applications and giving it to the client. So client will do something and to load the data in their third party tool, or just they wanted to do some analysis on that. So it's up to them. But our job is we have to extract some Oracle applications and create the Excel file and give it to them. Either we have to send the file manually, or we have to provide the path. From there they will connect and just they will give that file. So extracting data and create the Excel file or flat file or XML file, okay, is nothing but outbound interface. So that's a topic we are going to discuss, outbound interface. Okay, there are some prerequisites. Okay, we cannot write the program directly. There are some prerequisites for that. First, UTL file. Okay, so that means you cannot create the file in the local machine directly. So there is a specific directory, and in that directory only we have to create the file. So when you go to WinSCP in the Linux server, some directories will be there, outbound directories, and in those directories only we have to create the files. And the path access we will be giving it to them, or we will send the file from there. Okay. So what is that path? How you will identify the path? In which path I can create? In Linux there are a lot of paths out there. So in which path I should create? I can create my file which I am going to send to the client. So to know that, we should write a query, select star from $v parameter. So this $v parameter is a table which has all the directories names. And we have to give name like UTL. Okay, UTL percent. So the UTL is nothing but it is a package where name like UTL. Okay, UTL is a package. UTL is a package that I explained. So when you give this select star from $v parameter where name like UTL percentile, you will see the value here. Okay, so this is the directory which we can use to create a file. So if you double click here, you can see this directory is available in our applications. So for example, if I take this user TMP, just I copy this, in this directory I can create the file. Okay, I can close this. Now I can go to WinSCP or put it, double click here and just give the path and done. So the path has opened. So here you can just create files. You can create the files in this directory. This is the outbound directory. If no directory is available, we have to send a mail to create a directory and provide the access on that. So first thing is we have to check is there any directory. In every project there will be outbound directory already created. Just we have to know what is the directory name. The directory name you can get it from the value. Select value from $v parameter with name like UTL. So that's a UTL file directory. We'll call it as UTL file directory. Why this is required? Because we cannot create the file in the local machine. In your laptop or in your PC, it is not, we cannot. So we have to create the file in the Linux directory or in the database directory. So that is this. Okay. So this is one important point. Second one is we should also know about UTL file package. Okay. So UTL file, what is basically the UTL file will do is it helps you to create files, that is open files, and write something in that file. UTL file.fopen is a command. It's a procedure which will open the file in some directory. Okay. So UTL file.directory and the path will be directory and file name. Dot, you want to create CSV file, you can create CSV file, or if you want to create a file like separated by hyphen, whatever it, that will be. So UTL file open, F open. And when you are closing it, UTL underscore file dot F close. F close, okay, and the file name we have to do. Okay, so that is UTL file package. UTL file package helps you to create files, write some text, and open a file and write some text in that. Okay. So now I am going to show you that. Okay, first you have to prepare some data. What data you want to provide? For example, I want organization ID, organization code, IDs item, and description example. So what I have to do? Select OOD.organization ID and OOD.organization code and OOD.organization name and MSI.segment1, that is item, and MSI.description. This data I wanted to provide from organization_definitions. Organization_definitions, MTL_system_items_B MSI, where OOD.organization ID equal MSI.organization ID. Okay. For example, the client is expecting this data from Oracle application, organization-wise items. So you can have any queries. Not only this, you can have any query. Okay. So this is just another example. Okay, first what I have to do is I will connect to Oracle SQL Plus. So ED, for example, 910 items outbound. Okay. Outbound.SQL. So first what we will create or replace procedure and 910 items outbound of error bug out where character, then record out number. If any parameters we can give yes. Then your query. Start writing the query. Okay, this is our query. So cursor. Okay, I can say item cursor is the cursor is open. Next we have to declare a variable which is used to create files. So for that, just so we have to declare the variable, like any variable you can declare. After this, after the cursor is created, we have to declare one variable, and the data type should be UTL file type. Okay, so this is important. You can declare any variable here, and why this is required is we are going to open the directory and we are going to write the file. So the directory and file Okay, that is some kind of type, right? So for that, to assign those kind of data, you have to declare this variable, utl file type. Okay, so the next one is so then begin. Here, if you observe this utl file.open and the database directory we have to give, the directory which we have right here, this is the directory. Okay, you can take it from this $parameter, enter. So this directory, just you can double click here and you can copy this directory name, user/cmp, you give this name. You give the directory name. Okay, you can give the directory name and which file you wanted to create. The file name, for example, 910 items.csv. This is my file, comma, mode, which mode. Okay. First, the variable is declared, then begin. We have to open the file using this utl file.fopen. Then directory, and what is your file name? That file name also we have to give in that directory, and we are writing some text in that. Okay, so W is the mode which is used to write text in that. Okay, now each and every record we have to write, right? Like we wanted to write organization ID, organization code, organization name, segment or description. In this file we have to write. Then the file is opened in this directory. Whenever you run this program, it will open the directory, and in that it will create the file in the right mode where you can write it. Okay, so to open it, this part. Here I can also write, to know the directory name, you can use select star from $parameter. That is to know the directory name. Their name like 5%. Okay, so this we verified it. Then open the cursor. Okay, just I'm opening the cursor here. You can take any variable here. F for x1, like I'll take this cursor, item cursor. Okay. So this is for the count. You can use any variable. If you want count, otherwise you can ignore it. It's not mandatory. Then this is very important step. Okay, I created this cursor and I am writing this. Okay. So what you have to write in this file, 910 items.csv file, in this file, what is the matter or what is the value that you have to write? Okay. So for that, utl file.putline, this is the next command, utl file.putline. Okay, only yesterday you was asking, right, instead of append file.putline, can we have anything? So utl file.putline, but this will write not in the log file, it will write it in the file which we are creating. So utl file.putline, that means write in that. Okay, in that means how our system will understand this is the directory, this is the file. The variable will be declared right here, xid and aside this, that we are giving. Okay, so utl file.putline of xid, xid is nothing but the directory and the file. Okay, then what is the data that you have to write? I want my data, that is x1.organization ID. Okay. So x1.organization ID. The next one is x1.organization code. Okay. Next column is organization code. So organization code is there. Then next I can say here, what is the next one? x1.organization name. Comma I am giving so that you can also open it in the Excel. Then x1.segment1, that is item name. Segment1, again comma. Then description also we wanted to write. So expand dot description. And end. You created the cursor, any cursor you can take the data and declare the file type variable, UTL file dot file type, then open the path, okay, and the file in the directory, and this is the statement that to know which directory we have to use. Then we are opening the cursor and we are writing in this file. How you are writing this? UTL file dot put line is a statement which will write in this directory, in this file. Okay, this is the directory and this is the file, we are writing it. Each value is separated by comma. End loop, second record, third record, fourth record, all the values will be, it is writing in that file. Okay. After this.
Gopal, description is missing.
Okay, yeah. Next one, description. Yes. So file open, writing. The next one is we have to close this. The file is already open here. We have to close that. So UTL file dot close of xid, the variable which we created. Then next one is fnd file dot put line of fnd file dot output, which we wanted to see in the view output number of records transferred to the data file. Lcount, the variable which we use, right, to count it. We declare that variable also here. Count number equal to 0. So fnd file dot put line of fnd file dot output, that is to show number of records. Then this is for the gap. All these things we know. Okay. So here number of records are loaded or created and then submitted by whom? Okay. fnd profile dot value of username. This will give you the username. Okay. Like even in the interface, yesterday in inbound interface also we passed this, right? fnd profile dot value of user ID, which will get the user ID dynamically, and submitted responsibility is this. Just this is not mandatory, only to know how to use it, who submitted, from where it is submitted, and the system view. But it's not mandatory, not compulsory also. Just what is compulsory is, what is important is whether this file is created in this directory or not. That is important. But this is to know how many records it is loaded and who submitted, who submitted and from where submitted, okay, and when submitted. Then coming to the exceptions. For the UTL also we have to handle the exceptions. This is the exception part. When UTL file dot invalid operation, then you have to put invalid operation. Any operation errors, it will be captured here. And any path is not available, invalid path, wrong path or invalid path, then this exception will be raised. And invalid mode, here it should be W when you are writing. You can also read by giving the R, but that is different again. Reading from the text file also possible with the UTL file, but now our agenda is writing. So the mode should be either W or R. It should be W or R. So if it is not W or R, then it will go to this exception and UTL file dot invalid mode. Invalid file handle. The file name should be handled properly. Sometimes if there is spaces or any other symbols, not accepted. Underscore is accepted. And reader, if you are reading, then it will go to this exception. Any internal error, generally it won't go to this. If any internal error, it will go here. And when others, okay, so when others you can give here. So we can write other error, but what is that error? We don't know, right? So we can do SQL error. That is a standard message. Close. Then end. Okay, so this is the program. We are creating a procedure, and in this we have a cursor. We have to make sure this is working fine. So you can run and check. Okay, it is. Okay, so the query is working fine. Okay, this is the expected data example. So it could be anything. Not only this query, you can write your own query. Okay, we have to make sure that is working fine. Then we open the cursor, and since we are opening the file, we have to declare a variable with the file type. Okay, then this is called not mandatory. Then file is open. Okay, and the complete path and all are assigned to this variable. Okay, user TM is the path, and then file name and the mode is available in this directory. So instead of referring this file name, path name all the times, what we did, we declared it to, we assigned it to a variable, and we are referring that variable. Okay, then we open the cursor, this item cursor is open here, then we are counting it, first record, UTL file dot put line. UTL file dot put line is a statement which will put in this file, okay, in this file. So every record we are writing in that. How system will understand in this file, this directory is because XID. XID is a variable, you can declare any variable with this type, and you can use that. So x1.organization ID, we are writing organization ID value in this, then comma, organization code, organization name, segment 1's description. This is a Linux directory. Okay, end loop. So all the records will be, it is writing all the records in that file, then close that. Then which any other message that you want to print it in output, we can do this. Then exceptions are handled, end. So now we'll compile this procedure first, save it and exit.
There is a spelling mistake, sir.
Where it is create or replace procedure.
Red code, sir. Red code.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. Red code out number. So that's a parameter name, right? Invalid or missing procedures functional package. I didn't mention the procedure or what?
Yes.
Create or replace. Create or replace procedure and procedure name. Maybe it won't take the procedure name with the number. I'm not sure. I will try it. Okay, error out. Mercato red code out number is, that's it. Okay, so that is because of the procedure name. It should start with characters. So the procedure is created. Now what we have to do is,
Because what you modified the name, right? But you compiled the variable name.
sorry, Murli, items 910 outward I have given.
Correct. Oh, script name is okay.
So this is a procedure which will register, and file name is I have given it as 910 items.csv. I think it should create with this. Otherwise, what I do, items underscore 910 I will give here. For CSV file, I don't think there is a problem, but only the procedure should start with characters. So items underscore 910. Okay, the procedure is created. Now we'll create the concurrent program for this. This is the procedure, and we'll create the concurrent program for this because we wanted to run it from Oracle applications. So we'll close this. We'll go to System Administrator. We go to System Administrator. then concurrent program, executable first, okay, executable name and name, then short name, okay, application, okay, inventory will take, it should be PLSQL store procedure and execution file name. Save. Then we go to define, and right here, all our programs are starting with 9 items, outbound interface. Short name, application name is inventory, description also will be the same name, just the program name or name, but it's not mandatory. It's a procedure name, so no parameters. Okay, save it, close this. Now we have to assign this program to the responsibility. So the responsibilities, we have to go to security, responsibility, in which responsibility we would like to assign. Define, search the responsibility. F11, inventory, listen, operations, control F11. This is the request group. We have to take this request group and assign to the request group. Okay. So F11 equals this. We click here and we click on this plus. Okay, 911 items. It is not saved or not. Okay, I'll go to again executable. Sorry, define F11. It's not created. The concurrent program is not created. Executable F11. The procedure name is this. So we created with this name. Okay, close this. Okay, executable is there, but maybe. Okay, I'll recreate it. I'll define it again. 910 items, outbound interface. Okay, short name is inventory. Sorry, not short name. Yeah. So application is inventory. Then executable name is this. Store procedure. Save it. Okay, it is saved. Earlier it's not saved. Okay, close this. Now we have to go to responsibility define. Search the responsibility that you would like to use. Inventory means reason operations. Control F11. And we take this and we go to request. Yeah, we press F11, search the request group. We click here, attach the program 911 items outbound interface. Okay. Save it. So it is done. Now we go to file, switch responsibility. We have to submit that program. Inventory vision operations. Okay, so before that, just I'll show you that what is our file name. The file name should create with items underscore 910. Okay, this is the file name, items underscore 910.csv. So we'll see, we'll go to in SCP, in this path, that file is not there. No file with that name. Okay, before submitting, I'm checking. Now I'll submit that program. We'll go to view, requests. Yeah, we are in inventory responsibility. We go to view, requests, submit a new request, send a request, 911 items outbound interface. Okay. Then submit another request. No, fine. So it is completed. We go to output. We have written something. Okay, maybe it is in log, not in the output. The file also not created. It's completed quickly. Requests, submitting the request, single request, submit another request, fine. Okay, we'll see the log and this is the data from the server. Invalid path it is showing. Okay, so path is not correct. user slash tmp. Okay, user slash tmp. Okay, I'm sorry, I have given TM, it should be TMP. Okay. So that's the reason it was showing in the log file invalid path. It went to this exception. Invalid path. Okay, this message was showing in the log file. Okay, so I corrected it. Now I'll compile again. Okay. So now we'll run the program again. We don't need to do all those activities like create concurrent program and everything. Just we have to submit the program. Submit a new request, single request. So 912 items outbound interface. Okay. Submit. Submit another request. No. Okay. Now it is running. Earlier it was completed quickly because it went to the exceptions. So now we'll see the output. Yeah. So number of records transferred to the data file 26,675. Submitted by operations, submitted from this responsibility, submission date is this. This is because of this. So after the process, after the loop, we have given the statement, right? So all are displayed. So it didn't went to the exceptions because no errors. So now we are expecting the data, the file should be available in the directory. Okay, in this directory. So I'm already in the directory. Now we have to refresh it and change, click on the change. So today's file will come up. Okay, here items underscore 914 CSV is there. Double click on this. You can see the data. Organization ID, organization name, and the item name and the description. Okay, so the file is created. So we can move this to the local system. You can go to the local machine and I'll put it here 914 folder. Just I'll move this. Okay, items 914.csv. This is the directory. So I can open that in Excel now. Items 914. Open with Excel. So this is organization ID and organization code, organization name, item name, and this is the description. This is the description. Yeah, so this is all about the outbound interface. So now you can create your own query and you can prepare the outbound interface. So what I can do is create the outbound interface for users, okay, apps users, like user ID, then user name, creation date, created by should be name all the times, okay. Then assignment 2, create outbound for items with, yeah, for items like item ID and item code or item name, then description, okay, and it is active or not. If it is active, it should show active. If it is inactive, it should show inactive. And enabled flag, okay, enabled or not, and purchasable or not, all those things. Purchased or purchasable. Okay. So these two outbounds I request you to create. So what you have to do, first you create the procedure, then write your query here. Okay, open the cursor and just declare the variable with this type. This is only the new thing that we should know. How these are common. Okay, we are doing frequently. So declare a variable util file type as util file type. Then open the file with the util file.open and the directory. If you wanted to know the directory, you can run this command before you start developing. And you give your file name that you would like to create with the write mode and assign to the variable. Then open this cursor, okay. Then count is up to you whether you want to count it or not. The next util file.putline is a statement which will write in this directory and in that file. So then you are writing it. You can write hyphen, comma, whatever you want, you can write it. Then end loop. Okay. So close that after that. And this is to know like who submitted, from where it is submitted. That will give this FND profile.value of responsibility name to know the responsibility name and username, etc. And all the exceptions need to be handled. This is exception part is mandatory, very important. This is only the part which is not compulsory, and all other steps are compulsory. And yeah, another important point I wanted to highlight, when still we have to find the concurrent programs and their outputs, right? In which table all the concurrent programs are stored. If you can see any concurrent program, if you open, you can see the concurrent program requests. These are all concurrent requests. You can go to help and repository. Okay. FND underscore concurrent summary is there, right? That is the table where you can see the concurrent summary, concurrent requests. So, but I am not sure whether this will help you to open. Okay, so this is fine. There will be another table that is FND underscore concurrent requests. So you can refer the request ID. The request ID is, for example, 52839. You can give there request ID equal to this. Okay, here this is the table where you can see the concurrent program status, case, completed, it is showing, and somewhere you can see the path also. See, the output file and log file will be available in this directories. So I can open this. I can just open this directory. I can see my all the concurrent outputs. all the outputs are available in this directory. Just you can go over here, go to WinSCP, you can double click here, you can just open this. So all output files are created with the request number, like o request.out, something like that. So to know all your outputs, like when you click on view output, some output is showing. When you click on log, it is showing out log file, right? Where the output is available in which directory. To know that, just you can use fnd underscore concurrent underscore request. Their request ID equal this, and you can go to WinSCP and see it here. 59283339. Okay, our last request is this 59283339. Here you can see the file. So output file is available in this directory. Not only this program output anyway is available in that UTL directory, right? But any concurrent program output is available in this directory. Any concurrent program output will be available in this one. Double click here. So yesterday also we created some files, right?
Gopal, is it related to any module?
It's not model, it is a common path actually. This APBL conc out is there, right? It's a common path for all the concurrent program outputs. It's a common path.
Multi-R structure also is a common path.
Yeah. Yeah, any from anywhere, any currency, whatever. Concurrent, all the concurrent programs. You run the concurrent program from any responsibility. It could be from payments, it could be from inventory, it could be from anywhere. All AOL outputs, all concurrent programs outputs are available in this. We have to take it from based on the request. If it is a log, right, it starts with L. If it's out, it starts with O. And this is a table which is very important, concurrent requests. And all your concurrent program executables which you created, fnd underscore concurrent underscore executables, I believe. Or you can go to executable and you can check that. Go to file system administrator. So where are all the concurrent programs available in the backend? So if you go to concurrent program executable, you can check any name. Okay, example 90. You can go to help and repository. All concurrent program fnd executable. So all concurrent programs are available here. And all the concurrent programs which we define, concurrent, so just go to define F11, go to help and repository. Okay. Any concurrent programs, you can take this. So here we can see the user concurrent program name. You can do like TL is nothing but it is for all the languages, like 91%. So we created total 3 concurrent programs, right? So user underscore concurrent program name. So all the concurrent programs are available in this, and all the concurrent program executables are available in this. and all the requests are available in this FND concurrent request. FND concurrent request, FND executables, and FND concurrent programs. So this is why this is very important is to know where our log file and output file are available. You can take any request or recent request you can take and you can search this. Log files are available in this directory. So to know the log file, just you can double click here and take this path up to log. It's a common for all applications. Over here, you can just double click here and you can see the log here. So the reference is request number only. So it starts with L. This is our request. This is our request. Still valid path. It's a log file. Yeah, that's all for today's topics. So we discussed about how to create the outbound interface and how to view the output or how the file is generated in specific directory, and the directory should be available in the $v parameter. To check that, we have to use the table $v parameter and the value. Then we can start developing the program, and the program is just this. Okay, I'll share this document. So if you have some time, you can just execute it again from your system and you can check.
Gopal, could you please share the video if you don't mind? I mean the link.
Oh, okay, sure.
Thanks, Gopal.
Okay, any questions from anyone?
Sir?
Have any questions?
Sir, I'll practice and I'll get back to you, sir.
Yeah, Archana, go ahead.
Sir, you created the request set now, sir. You created the request in the request group. So can't we run that request directly, sir? Is this necessary to create in the request group? In inventory, yeah, a concurrent program we created, executable also we created. Directly can't we run going to that responsibility, inventory responsibility? Can't we run directly that request, sir?
From the same responsibility you will say?
Means inventory responsibility only. We created the executable and request group and means concurrent program is system administrator. No? So
right.
we go to the inventory responsibility and we can run that program, no? Request group. Why we created that request group in that responsibility?
No, we haven't created the request group. So whenever you create the concurrent program, right? The concurrent program you have to submit from the responsibility.
Yeah, responsibility.
Okay, any responsibility. So now we want to run that concurrent program. That means we want to submit that concurrent program from the inventory responsibility.
Okay.
But you cannot submit directly. What we have to do is there will be a request group attached to the responsibility.
Okay.
Okay.
Any
There
program, sir. Any program.
Yes. Any program we have to assign to the request group. Request group of that responsibility. First we have to do it. So, okay. So there is a possibility of calling the concurrent program without assigning it to the request group from the backend. That is also possible, but that will be covered in upcoming sessions. Okay, from the
It is
procedure
also
itself we can, it is possible without attaching it to the request group, we can submit from the backend. That is possible, but from the application side, because all the times we have to think from the user's point of view. So user is going to submit the program from the responsibility, specific responsibility. It could be payables business operations, it could be inventory business operations, it could be some other responsibility. So now we are doing this program related to the inventory, right? So we are thinking, okay, we wanted to submit this program from the inventory business operations responsibility. But you cannot submit directly. We cannot submit. So what we have to do, Oracle is maintained something like all the responsibilities will contain menus and request groups. In the request group, all reports will be there. I mean all concurrent programs. In menus, all the forms will be there.
Okay.
So whenever you create a concurrent program, you have to find the request group of that responsibility and attach to that request group. Okay, so directly we cannot. So that means if you create a concurrent program, you created a concurrent program executable and you defined it. Then you are trying to submit. It's not possible. What we have to do? We should know, okay, from which responsibility. Yeah, we have to assign to the request group of that responsibility. Okay. Any
Sir?
other questions? Go ahead.
Actually, in what cases will do this outbound interface, sir?
So in real time, okay, the client is using the Oracle applications. Apart from that, they are using some third-party tools also. It is not that, okay, client always use only Oracle applications. They may use some different applications also. So now they want some data from Oracle applications and they wanted to load into the third-party tool, other tool.
Okay.
So then they will ask you, okay, we want this data from this Oracle applications. So what you have to do, you have to develop the program, that outbound interface you have to develop, and you have to give that file to the client. So that they will load into their tool. They will use for their tool. That is their headache. We don't bother about it. What they want is, they want some data from Oracle application. It could be items data, it could be purchase data, it could be supplier data, it could be many things, whatever it is. Okay, our job is, yes, prepare, create the data and create the file and give it to them.
Okay.
Yeah, that happens in many projects. This happens.
And now we did item information, sir. Means item, it's related to item, no?
It's related to item. Here, what we should know is how to do it. It could be items or it could be anything.
Okay.
Could be anything. For example, purchase details. You would like to extract purchase orders.
Okay.
Then you can use purchase tables. Only like that we have to do. For example, use EMD, you can use it. Select star from EMD, you write it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like salary, etc. So here we should understand how to create the file. That is important. UTL file. How to use the UTL file also. The query could be anything. It could be items. It could be just. I am giving an example for this, like organization-wise items. But it could be different. There could be suppliers data. There could be users data. There could be any other data.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Sir, when I am practicing, if we get some runtime doubts, can we drop a mail to you, sir? Means immediately can we get immediate response, because while we are doing that time we are getting many problems, sir. Yesterday also I got, but to whom I had to ask, I don't know.
So you can send a mail. Okay. See, if my office timings are generally 1 to 10. So if I am in meetings, then there will be a delay. But otherwise, yes, I'll try to respond as soon as possible.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you send a mail. First you send a mail, no problem. You send a mail, I'll try to reply immediately.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Because usually outbound interface, there won't be any validations.
All validations will be taken in the select query only.
I think there is no validations now, so we are taking everything depends
That's a
upon this. We have to take.
it has validations. This query itself will have validations, right? If something joint
Yes.
condition is missed, then wrong data will come. The query itself, that is the query. We have to make sure the query is giving the right values. Yes, still it is also possible. Like if you want to write any validations, we can write. Before writing it, we can put here some conditions. Say for example, we are taking all this, if the item is not active, in this I can write some condition here. If item cursor, that is if x1, okay, so I can write something like if x1 or if x organization ID, if x1 dot organization ID underscore ID equal to 200, then don't load it. Or if x1 dot organization equal to 204, then load it. Or I mentioned write it. End it. So instead of this, we can write that condition here itself. And OOD dot organization ID equal to 204. So what it will do, it will fetch only 204 data. Any some other validation. If 204 is this, then write this. If something else, do some additional things. It all depends on the requirement. But it's a normal PLSQL. You can put all the validation. If any additional validation apart from this, yes, you can put here before writing into the UTF file. Is it this answered your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That Remix Plus credentials is there, huh?
Yeah. I shared it.
Sir,
If you're not able to connect it, just you can send a message. I'll reply to that.
Okay.
sir, when we are creating the new user, sir, in response in system administrator,
Okay.
I gave that user and password, and I want to attach some responsibilities. No, when I started to attach directly the cursor directly going to that password blank, sir.
So the password we need to enter 2 times. Are you repeat 2 times? Same password you have to enter.
Password we have to enter 2 times.
Yeah,
And after that, we have to save, and again we have to come to that responsibility place.
It's not compulsory to save it. After you enter the same password 2 times, you go to the responsibility and attach the responsibility and save it.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir. Fine.
So user cannot be created without the responsibilities. At least one responsibility should be there.
Yeah, one response should be there, but cursor automatically directly going to that password place.
That is because it is asking you to re-enter the password.
Oh,
You
2
need to
times
enter the same password. Yeah, 2 times. For example, if you are giving welcome, first you give welcome, and again it will ask you. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know how you are practicing. First you complete today's topic, then go to the old topics and do it. Like that, if possible. If you have enough time, then that is the best way.
Okay, sir. Thanks. Sir, this outbound interface, we'll get all these paths, sir. Can we do, sir, practice on this directory? Can we?
Yeah, you run this command in Tor first. Okay, you will see the path name.
Okay.
Okay, just take that path and put it.
Okay, sir.
File name and all up to you. Any name you can give.
Okay, sir.
Okay, no questions, then we can end the session and we'll discuss tomorrow. Archana, you all
Okay,
your
sir.
doubts
Fine,
are
sir.
clear?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Mahesh?
Okay, sir.
Mahesh, you have anything?
No, Gopal, I'm fine.
Sandesh, any questions you have?
No, Gopal, fine.
Ash? Murli, any questions?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thanks to everyone. Thanks for your time.